Hispanic Lifestyle headed back to California to the annual Rods and Rails event held at the Orange Empire Railway Museum in Perris, California. We first spoke with Mr. Walter Carter, who shared with us a little history of the city's annual event.
Today we're having the 10th annual Rods and Rails Festival. It's a combination of car, motorcycle shows, potato festival, a lot of kids activities and events. We're having a youth talent show also. But it's going on about 10 years and it's grown over the years. It started out on D Street at one time where we had maybe 10 to 15 motorcycles, but we've grown to maybe 30 or 40 now. And also a few cars. It was a 2-day event at one time. We wrapped it all up into one day, and it's a big, big day.
Rods and Rails is supported and organized by community volunteers. We spoke with Joseph Chavez, a committee member, about the group and why he got involved.
The committee is over a year old now. It's come to fruition in the last 6 weeks with vendors, motorcycles, and hot rods. Being part of the Rods to Rail 10th anniversary, it's beautiful. There's something here for everybody. There's motorcycles, custom automobiles, there's food, there's a children's area, there's the rides on the authentic trains. It's beautiful. It's all about civic pride. It's all about being here with the residents of Perris and bringing in residents from the surrounding communities of Hemet, Temecula, Mead Valley, Riverside, Moreno Valley. There's a brotherhood there, and we all need to be together. The motorcycles actually is a very small part of my life. It's more about organization. I do enjoy riding. I do enjoy the fraternity and camaraderie.
Displaying his car at the Rods and Rails event was Larry Pacheco, who came down the hill from Yucca Valley. Larry began our conversation by talking about his passion for restoring old cars.
The first car that I restored was a 1956 Chevy. That was in 1965. And then after I got out of high school, I went in the Marine Corps and I spent 3 years there. When I came back, I talked to my brother about finding another car that I wanted a 55 Chevy. And he told me that those things were a lot of money. So he said, well, I'll look for a car for you and see what we can do. So he looked around in Riverside and he found this 55 Chevy that I liked, and he told me, he says, go over there and ask that guy if he wants to buy it, if he wants to sell it. And I told him, okay. So I went over there and he said, no, I don't want to sell it. He had it in the yard and been sitting there for years. And I went back to my brother and I said, you're going to have to work on this guy because he doesn't want to sell the car. He says, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. And then he went over there to talk to him. And the next day I went over there and he says, come on, we're going to go over there. You got the money? I said, yeah. So the guy says, I asked him, how much you want for the car? And he said, I want $3,000 for it. And I said, okay, I'll take it. So I took it and we threw it on the trailer and we took it to my brother's house to restore it. I had it inside of his garage, and that's where I worked on it for about 5 years. And I put everything in it. I put the electrical, the transmission, the rear end, and I went to RCC school to put the engine together. And I loved it, and now I want to put another one together, but it's going to take time because it just costs a lot of money to build these cars nowadays. A lot of people don't have money. So that's what I want to do. The hours, you can't believe how many hours I put in this car. And the chasing of parts was a lot of time and consuming, driving to San Diego, driving to Santa Ana. I'm going to say the price range on this that it cost me to build this thing, about $15,000. The car, I had to chase the rear end, transmission, and the engine. The engine I put together myself. And that's how I got this car together. It cost me probably about $30 to fill it up. And yeah, I love going to car shows because this is my hobby. This is what I do for my retirement. I try to not to spend too much money because my wife and I get in a fight because she don't want me to spend any more money on this car.